Hello everyone, it's Sam. I'm here to introduce my next commander deck that I play real commonly. It's one near and dear to my heart as it is a modified version of the precon that I've had before. And I've definitely had versions of this deck, but this is the most newest and most modified version of the Tyranid Swarm precon from the 40k Warhammer decks. These were the decks that introduced me to Magic, so hold special place to me, and even though it is a Universe Beyond product. The main commander of that deck is the Swarm Lord, who gets buffed every time he comes out, and you draw cards for every card with counters died. But this one is what fascinated me, who is Magus Lucea Kane. Her ability is Spiritual Leader, where she adds a 1/1 counter onto a target creature on my combat during my turn. And then she can act as a Soul Ring, and if she uses her Soul Ring powers, she can actually double the amount of creatures you put out. I'll show you examples soon as we go through the deck. Alright, put it to the side right there. First card is Ixalan Mountain. Next is Midnight Hunt Mountain. Next is a Rampant Growth. Really good ramp, good for getting lands. Next is a Patchwork Banner. This is not a part of the precon. It adds a static 1/1 counter to creatures of the chosen type you pick. Of course, Tyranids. As well as you could tap it for mana. It's a good mana rock. Next is Exocrine. So this is the X value. If you put the Soul Ring into that, then you make 2 of these. Really cool. And it has the Ravenous ability. Basically, if you put 5 counters on this creature, then it deals that much damage to each player and each creature. Good for board wipe, as well as if you just want everybody to be gone, as well as yourself. It's perfect. Usually that's what I use it for, just a nuke. Next is an Ash Barrens. Great, I've had this come in clutch and get me lands where I need it. Next is a New Horizons. Adds a 1/1 counter to creatures, as well as adds 2 mana of any color to the enchanted land. Next is a Genestealer Patriarch. I never had its ability go off. It's really funny, but I like it. Nonetheless, I still run it. Next is the Secret Lair Mountain, the guitar one. Next is Bread for the Hunt. This lets you draw cards, funny enough, whenever you deal combat damage, if your creature has 1/1 counters. Usually do, obviously, because of Magus Lucea Kane's ability. The Command Tower from that Secret Lair. I like it. I like the band stuff. Next is the Streets of New Capenna Forest. Next is a Screamer Killer. Another card in the set that I've never had come in clutch, but is really nice. Basically, whenever you cast a spell with 5 mana, with mana value 5 or greater, you get to deal 5 damage to any target. A great combo piece with her Soul Ring copy stuff, but I've never had it make the difference in a game. Next is a Zendikar Mountain, I believe that is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Next is a Harrow. Great ramp, though you have to sack some. Next is a Venom Thrope. It's funny, this is like the smallest creature that I've had feared. People fear. 3-pip. It has Flying, Death Touch, and Hexproof, so people can't really mess with it that easily. They can, but it's much harder. And that Death Touch definitely scares them. Great for preventing people from hurting you. Next is a Hardened Scales. Next is a Mawloc. I love Mawloc. I've used this in other decks before. I do have, I think, 1 other copy, maybe 2 other copies. And basically, when it enters a field, it fights 1 other creature, and if it kills that creature, it actually exiles it. Great removal. And imagine, copy it, you have 2 now. And it does copy the counters too, so I'd use it. Alright, Secret Lair Island. Next is a Mana Drain. Great to have that extra mana. I use it to pay for that X value. I love adding counters and getting to draw cards because of that Ravenous ability that this deck has. Next card is Flash of Insight. Funny enough, her second ability, which is Psychic Stimulus, copies this too, so I get to do this twice if I use her ability. Next is a Kamigawa Neo Dynasty Island. Next is the Ixalan Island. Next is Rampant Rejuvenator. So it adds, just to keep it short, it gives you basic lands equal to its power. I have killed this personally just to get lands, and those lands just come into the battlefield as is. They don't come in tapped. You can use them right away. Great card. Next is a Farseek. Next is a Clamavus. So it adds, if I remember this right, it adds a static 1/1 counter to each creature on the board for every 1/1 counter on it. So if you have anything that helps you when you have modified creatures, this is a great card to use. I like it. I've had it come in clutch and have me swing out on the board. Next is a counterspell. I can't remember what kind. It's like that. It was cheap, so I bought it. Ooh, Secret Lair Island. Secret Lair Forest. Winged Hive Tyrant. So remember with Clamavus, it adds 1 more counters to everything. Winged Hive Tyrant gives flying and haste to all creatures with counters on them. Really solid. Great combo with each other. I kind of wish it was legendary because a Winged Hive Tyrant is a Hive Tyrant. That's pretty close to a Swarm Lord, if not is a Swarm Lord in lore. I'm not too upset that they didn't make it one, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I want to build a deck around it. Alright, Secret Lair Island. Next is a Soul Ring, because what deck wouldn't have one? I definitely have that issue somewhere. Forest from Streets of New Capenna. Temple Epiphany, Scry lands. Love those Scry lands. Next is Red Terror. So if you deal damage from a red source to anything, this gets 1/1 counters. Can get scary pretty quickly. Overgrowth, great ramp. Or enchantment ramp. Oh, Trigon. Love this card. So I love it because I've actually killed someone with Magus Lucea Kane with commander damage because of it. Because whenever this card attacks, it adds a 1/1 counter onto it and one other creature. And the creature that it gives it to can't be blocked that turn. Really funny. So a 1/1 commander turn into a 25 real quickly because there's another card in here that helps. Next is a Herald's Horn. Then a Mirror Box because I like to copy her. I really do, and you'll see other cards that help me do that. Next is an Altered Ego. Oh, what did you know? This copies that. This prevents those from being sacked. And now I have 3 Magus Lucea Kanes using her Psychic Stimulus that can now add 1/1 counters during combat and copy more stuff. Great, great, fun. Love my bald chicks. Alright. Forest from Secret Lairs. Tyrant Guard. I can sack this at any moment, pay nothing, and it gives hexproof and indestructible to all creatures with 1/1 counters on them, as well as it has the Ravenous ability. Next is Shadow in the Warp. Really good piece for you and protection, kinda. Basically, your creature spells cost 2 less to cast, your first one, is for 2 less to cast. And whenever your opponent casts their first, only their first non-creature spell, they take 2 damage. Nice. It's good control. Next is a Tyranid. It has Ward 4, Flying, 6 pip, and whenever you deal damage with a Tyranid, you get to create a 1/1 Tyranid Gargoyle. That's fine. Great. Ixalan Mountain. A Zoanthrope. This has won me games. This alone has won me games. Because, well, firstly, Ward 2, Flying, Ravenous, and it deals X damage to any target, and X is that. I've had a lot of Magus Lucea Kanes on the board once. I had 6, and I poured all my mana into this using even Cavern Souls. Of course, it can counter copies, of course, and suddenly I deal 60 damage, not 60 damage evenly to all people, but like 20 per, and I had 6 of these, and that's basically lethal most of the time. Really good. Also great removal. I've used it to kill that Rampant Rejuvenator to get lands. Alright, next is a Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Forest. Next is a Lord of the Rings Forest. Next is a Cinderglade, my bad. Temple Mystery, Love Skrylands. Toxicrene shuts down those abilities, great to get in there with, and has Reach and Death Touch. Fun against flyers. Next is a Temple of Abandon. Oops. Next is Kindred Discovery. So I'm running purely Tyranids in this. Well, majority Tyranids. And whenever they enter, I draw a card. And whenever they attack, I draw a card. It's a good card draw. Good enchantment. Next is a Gargoyle Flock. Whenever a creature enters your battlefield, you create a 1/1. But I believe you only get like 1 a turn. I need to read up more on this one. Next is a Zendikar Forest. Next is a Pure Strange Gene Stealer. Great early game ramp. Gives 2 1/1 counters onto this, and whenever it attacks, you can remove 1 and search for a land. It helps a lot. Streets of New Capenna Mountain. Broodlord. So that's what I was talking about with killing with Magus Lucea Kane, because whenever it enters, it gets to distribute those X 1/1 counters amongst any number of target creatures you control. I pour it all, I put it all on red, and I win. Well, you know, Magus Lucea Kane. Next is a Guy's Gift. It gives Reach, Trample, Hexproof, and Indestructible, and a 1/1 counter to a creature I control. Great for protecting whatever I need. Mountain, Secret Lair Mountain, and Explorer to get that extra land out if I have it, and draw a card. Next is a Mistrise Village. It normally taps for blue, but if you want to pay for blue and tap this, your next spell cannot be countered, unless they have Reprieve, where they could just bounce it to your hand. Next is the Streets of New Capenna Island. I like it. I love the foil version a lot. Next is Unfinity Forest. Next is a Rugged Highlands. Next is a Termagant Swarm. When this dies, you create that many 1/1 Tyranid tokens equal to its power. And I think the most I made is like 20. Next is a Fierce Guardianship, because why? If you're running blue, you need some more counter spells than just 1. And a free one at that. Next is a Springheart Natuko for reasons. As well as I've attached this to other creatures like the Toxicrene and such, just so I can have other creatures on the board that can help me and protect me. An Aberrant, so this one removes enchantments and artifacts when it deals damage to a player. It has Trample, so if you want to put a lot of counters onto this and start swinging at people to remove stuff, really good for it. Next is a Cultivate for that additional ramp. Next is Foundations Island. I will say this right now because we haven't seen it yet. The Foundations Islands are my favorite artwork for any single full art land. I love a lot of these other ones that I've seen. I even love that Secret Lair one a lot, but this one is just beautiful. I would love to buy a bundle of like 100 of these just so I could have these islands for other decks I want to build. Next is the Talon Jackal. I've said this before, really good for ramp. You could get if you could get it out early. 3-pip, red, green, and 1 colorless, and if you hit someone, you get to look for a land. And think about it. Next turn, bring out that 1/1 counter, swing, but it's good. Next is a Cavern of Souls, so spells can't be countered with another way, not just Mistrise. Secret Lair Island. Old One-Eye. So I have another Old One-Eye. I want to build a deck around him. Basically, he gives all your other creatures trample. He creates a 5/5 Tyranid token upon entering. And on your main phase, if you have 2 cards in hand, you could discard them and bring them back to your hand to play. You can't kill him. You must exile him to get rid of him. Next is Sporosis, that great ramp, because it gets to find those lands equal to your X's. Well, you have to pay for both X's, of course. And you find the lands equal, like, it's just a good ramp spell. It's a defender. It has Ravenous as well, so if you have the mana to do it, do it. Next is Aspiring Call. It gives Indestructible to 2 creatures with 1/1 counters, and you get to draw a card from it. It's great, because most of your creatures already just come out with 1/1 counters. Next is an Island from Lord of the Rings. Next is an Opal Palace. Next is the Swarm Lord, which is the primary Tyranid Swarm Precon commander, though she is better, for she is beautiful and bald. Next is a Hero from Biotitan. This card is scary to most players. It has Vigilance, it has Reach, it has Ward 2, and you could bring it out pretty quickly by sacrificing counters on your creatures to reduce its mana cost. So eventually you could probably only pay those 2 greens to bring it out, and you could get those counters back probably same turn. Or next turn even, if you're lucky. Lord of the Rings Forest. An Aurora Procession, because I need to be able to get something from my graveyard once in a while. Really good for that. Next is the Tyranid Prime. It has Evolve, as well as it gives your other creatures Evolve, and when you have big creatures coming out left and right, you can find things getting bigger real quickly. Next is a Helm of Hosts, because, like I said, I love to copy my Magus Lucea Kane. I want her plentiful. I want a harem of her so that I could keep making more copies. Because think about it, I have 6 of her. That's 6 copies. It's great. I love it. It's my favorite thing. Next is an Impulse, so I could find some cards if I need to. It's helped a lot. It's great. Also, if I'm looking for lands, it's helped. And this is a damaged one, of course, because I'm a Magic player. I just want to play my cards. Next is a Dominate. It's funny. It kind of looks like Gene Stealer from 40k, but I do use this as a way of board control because I have a lot of big things. When I play with my friends, they have big things a lot of the time, and taking it away from them is fun. Next is a Thundering Raiju. I'm copying creatures all the time. This comes out, swings, deals damage to each of my opponent, and I become the enemy real quickly with him. It's good. Next is a Ravener. It has Flash, and that helps. And Basically, when it ETBs, a target creature attacks a target opponent this turn. So if someone's planning on swinging on me in the game, I flash this out and I'll just prevent it. I usually don't even pay to get to the Ravenous ability. It's just something to give me some sort of protection. Next is an Abundance, because when I finally am just done with lands, but I keep seeming to draw them, this seems to help out a lot. I would recommend it if you're running a 40 land deck. Next is Etherize, some protection against people attacking you. This does come with the precon. Campena, Streets of New Campena Forest. Biophagus, my favorite mana dork, adds that extra 1 counter for creature spells, or you could just use that mana to help you cast something else. A Malanthrope, so this will exile a graveyard, and it gets 1/1 counters for every creature exiled. It also has flying. It's good. Nothing else more special than that. But if you have people playing with graveyards, great to stop it. Next is Game Trail. Next is Turvagon. Whenever it deals damage, you create that many 1/1 green Tyranid tokens equal to that damage dealt to a player. It has that Ravenous ability, Trample, and it's just, you could get this out pretty quickly if you want, but I use it usually for its full effect. Down to our last 3 cards. Next is a Path of Ancestry. Next is Bone Sabers. So whenever a creature, the creature it equips to attacks, it gets 4 1/1 counters. Really cool. And lastly is an Arcane Signet. It comes with the precon. Most of the cards you saw here comes with the precon, but that is what makes it modified. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you saw this deck and kind of like it a little bit. Hope you guys join me this Saturday to see the bulk and maybe see something valuable in it, because I haven't really sifted through it yet. You guys have a nice one. Have a good night. Bye.